Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Made with Love. My name is Heather and today is Monday, June 23rd of 2025. So I love these little soup mixes. I get them at the dollar store. I think they're now up to like $2.25 each. I think that's what they are now, around $2. I mean, it's still doable. It's the amount of soup that you can make out of these. What I like about these ones is making them, you only need 3 cups of water and 1 cup of milk. So a total of 4 cups of liquid. I prefer to make these with the full 4 cups of milk. Doing it with less milk and more water when my, I don't have as much milk in the house. But I love to make these with the 4 cups of straight milk versus water. It is so much thicker and richer. So I have 1 cream of broccoli and 2 cream of leek. I'm trying to figure out which I want to make, if I'm going to do the 2 leeks or just, or do 1 of each. I'm trying to debate that at the moment, so decide that. And then, like I said, I'm making 2 pouches, so I need 8 cups of milk. So I've got 2 liters of goat's milk. So I got these at Walmart reduced. At $2.94. I saved $2.94. The regular price is $5.88. So I'm saving on my milk. So I'm just going to give these a good shake before I open them. With my camera, I've got my stock pot all ready to go. I don't have my stove or my thing turned on quite yet. I just want to get my milk poured in here first. And I will say with this milk, what I found with making with the goat's milk versus the regular milk is the goat's milk actually does squirt so much faster than the regular milk. I kind of scorched one of the soups I had made one time. Okay. So in here is 2 liters or 8 cups of milk. You know what, I'm going to just use the 2 things of the leek. I'm going to leave the cream of broccoli for another day. I'm going to open these. I know it has an easy tear. I sometimes just find it so much easier just to grab the scissors. And again, I haven't even turned the oven or the stove on yet. I just want to get these poured in, and I'm going to grab my whisk and get the milk and the soup mix kind of incorporated. These have like big chunks of dehydrated leek in it. So I just want to give that time to incorporate before I turn the heat up. Okay, so it says, well, I cut the first one off, which was, adding your milk and water and soup to a pot. Then you bring over moderate, I'm just curious, do you have to? I'm just going to grab this first because I kind of cut. Yeah, okay, it was. I cut into it and then I can't read some of the lines. So, okay, so in a large saucepan, whisk together soup mix with 3 cups of cold water and 1 cup of milk. I'm using the straight milk. And then you bring to a boil over a moderately high heat, whisking constantly. And then you lower the heat, partially cover and simmer for about 5 minutes. And it says give it a good stir, or give it a stir now and then. I will say when I'm doing the simmering part, that was the one where I think that's where my milk actually kind of scorched a little bit because I kind of forgot to stir it. I was waiting for the few minutes and I was busy doing something else. So it says a moderate to high heat. I've just got mine turned to 8. And I'm just going to whisk this around, and I don't know how long it's going to take, but the sound of the whisk, the metal whisk on the metal pan, is going to be quite loud. And I don't know how many minutes it's going to take to get this to heat up. So I will be back as soon as it gets heated. Right, it is starting to boil. Just need to another minute here. It says to turn it down, so I'm going to turn it down to about 2. Do that, and it says to partially cover. So partially cover and let it simmer for 5 minutes. So I will be back in about 5 minutes. Alright, so it says it should be done. I'm just giving a quick stir here. And then what I decided is I'm going to use this as a base for like a vegetable soup. So I'm just going to chop up some, I've got carrots and I've got some other veggies I'm going to throw in here. I've got carrots, mushrooms, and green onions. So I'll be back when I get those chopped up. All right, I'm going to turn this back up to about 8, between 6 and 8, just to get the heat back in here. So I've got some mushrooms. I had about 5 mushrooms and I just roughly chopped them up. I'm just going to add them into this soup. And I've got some carrots. I think I had, again, like 5 or 6 little carrots. So I'm just going to put them in here. And I have 2 green onions and I'm just going to cut them if I can get my scissors to work. There we go. Grab my paring knife and just get the onion that's caught between the blades here. I love my little herb scissors. They work perfect for cutting green onion as well. Oh, okay. I'm going to give this a good stir and let this heat up for a few more minutes. Let the veggies I just added to cook a bit. So I will be back in probably about 5-10 minutes. Okay, so everything is cooked. I believe my carrots are cooked. I'm gonna let this simmer for a little while longer, but I'm just gonna lift this up so I can try it. It looks so good. I mean, I like the color that the leek soup went with the using the goat's milk. Grab a spoon here. It's very hot. I already burned my finger just taking the lid off. That's good. I don't think the carrots are cooked fully yet. Almost. Another 5 minutes on simmer and the carrots should be done. I mean, right now they've got that bit of that crunchiness to them still, which I don't mind in some things. Like in a stew or something, I don't mind if the first time, the carrots are a little undercooked. I'd rather have them undercooked than overcooked, but in a soup I prefer them almost overcooked. Now that chunk of carrot was done. I think it's because I've got some really fat chunks of carrots and some really thin chunks of carrots. So yeah, it's going to be a really good soup for tonight's supper. So again, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who subscribes to my channels and watches my videos, and I will see you in the next ones. Bye.